Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Now that summer's coming around, I thought it might be fun to make some ice cream. We're going to make one of my favorites, pistachio ice cream. I love pistachio ice cream. It's creamy, it's smooth, and my way of making this particular ice cream, you don't have to separate any eggs. It's whole eggs and just 2 of them. So it's going to be simple and pretty easy, but delicious. Now, before I get started, you know what I'm going to ask you. Please become a subscriber. So click that notification button because I don't want you to miss any of my tips or videos because they're pretty good. And I love having you with me in my kitchen. So welcome. So ice cream all starts with basically a creme anglaise, a custard sauce, and it's usually a stovetop custard. It's a sauce that's made on top of the stove, hence the name. And it's pretty easy, but the one thing we're going to need is an ice water bath. So this is an ice water bath. I'm going to show you. This is a bigger bowl of icy water, maybe halfway full, and then another bowl that I'm going to put inside where the water doesn't come all the way up, okay? And then I'm going to get my sieve. Which I forgot. Here it is. This is my sieve. And we're going to put it in because we are going to get anything that might coagulate, because it's a custard, it's made with eggs. Anything that coagulates will get stuck in the sieve. And the ice water is to cool everything down instantly. So we stop the cooking process and prevent anything from coagulating or curdling. Okay, so first we start with 1 cup of milk, whole milk. You must use whole milk. I have made it with skim milk and different types of milk. Whole milk is the best. You'll get the creamiest consistency without any iciness. Now I'm going to put this on the stove so that we will get it to come to a simmer. So little bubbles all around. You don't want it boiling over, but we want to get it nice and hot. This is our mechanism for adjusting our eggs and their temperature, because eggs don't like to be heated too hot too quickly because they will curdle. So the whole thing with cream sauces, the whole thing with custard sauces such as this, you really have to watch the eggs, little princesses that they are, okay? So we start with our base, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar in a bowl, all right? And I've sort of nestled a kitchen towel around it so it won't go everywhere. 2 large eggs, the whole egg, no separating necessary, all right? That's pretty cool. I'll make an ice cream that doesn't have any separating of eggs, because normally most ice creams use the yolks. All right, so I'm going to turn this down. This is going up faster than I thought, which is good. And now, after I put in 1 cup of whole milk, I took 2 tablespoons out of that same milk earlier, 2 tablespoons, and I'm going to add it to my eggs and sugar. Okay, and I'm going to get that whisked up. And I'm going to add a secret ingredient. Okay, the secret ingredient is flour. Flour. Most people don't add flour to ice cream, but I'm adding it here. If you are gluten-free or gluten intolerant or can't handle it, leave it out. It's fine. But I'm adding just 2 teaspoons, very, very tiny amount. And what this does is starches like flour or cornstarch will elevate. It'll increase the temperature of the coagulation of eggs so that we have a little bit of leeway when we add hot things to them or put them directly over the heat, as we will, to make our custard sauce. So we want to make sure we have a little protection. So that's sort of my insurance, not a guarantee, but a little insurance that our eggs won't curdle so fast, all right? And we will never bring them to a boil over direct heat. Because we've all seen fried eggs and curdled scrambled eggs. We've all seen that. All right. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to whisk this really, really well, very vigorously, and get a little workout until my granulated sugar dissolves. It will dissolve the more mixing you have. It undergoes, it will dissolve. And your eggs will get sort of a pale lemon color. So I'm going to get a little workout. My biceps are going to get bigger. All right. See, I always love to do things in the kitchen because I can work out at the same time. It's excellent. Now, the whole purpose of building this base is so that we can add hot, almost boiling milk, simmering milk, and like I said, get those little princess eggs acclimated to the heat. Okay, that's very, very important. And milk is not the only thing we're adding, not the only dairy we're adding for this beautiful ice cream base. We have 2 cups of heavy cream, and I've added a little green food coloring to it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just like pistachio ice cream a little green. That's just my thing. If you don't want it green, leave it out. It can be organic green food coloring. It can be whatever you want. All right, so this has gotten a little paler. I can feel it's not as grainy. We are now ready to put our hot milk in. And you're going to acclimate the little princess eggs very slowly, okay? So you're going to add it very slow. Little dribble and whisk. Little dribble and whisk. I'm trying to turn so you can see that. Little dribble and whisk. All right? I'm telling you, it's a workout to make ice cream, but it's fun. So much fun. All right. Whisk, whisk, whisk. And the more you acclimate the eggs with hot milk, they're going to sort of get the message. I know. We're raising our temperature, woman. We know it. Add the rest. And now I'm just going to take a little towel and wipe it down so it doesn't get all over my burner. And then I'm going to add this back because this is not cooked. This is an uncooked custard. We don't want to eat this now. We want to cook it, but we don't want it to curdle. So we have to cook it a bit. So I'm going to take this, never boil it, but we are going to, so you can see what it looks like. Okay. Nothing interesting yet, but we are going to thicken it slightly. It will thicken slightly, not just because of the flour. It would thicken even without the flour because eggs thicken. That's the whole purpose of custard. When you see a custard sauce or any ice cream, those are with eggs. At least some, some recipes use eggs. There are some fancy little, fast things, hacks that don't use eggs in ice cream, like sweetened condensed milk. But this is the real thing, folks. Okay, this is ice cream. So we're going to keep whisking. I'm not leaving this. If my doorbell rings, I don't care. I am going to be stationed right here, okay, like a rock. And I'm going to be whisking this until it gets to about 180 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to get so that the eggs will not curdle. You want them to coagulate so they thicken. Coagulated eggs thicken slightly and create that thickened, creamy sauce that we want, okay, as the base of our ice cream. No flavoring agents yet. We're going to add that later on, so keep the thought. It's coming. And the other way you can tell this is done, it hasn't thickened yet. It's still pretty thin. All right, we're just going to let that go. But do not boil it. But in case it gets pretty close, your flour, again, little insurance, okay? A little insurance. But without the flour, watch it. Do not bring it to a boil. All right? So I have a wooden spoon. When it gets thick, and it's not going to get like peanut butter thick, but it's going to get slightly thickened. When you dip the wooden spoon in, it's going to coat it. So when I put my finger down on the back of the spoon, it's going to leave a path. All right? Sort of cool, actually. So eggs thicken. The proteins in the eggs actually help things thicken. So it's sort of cool. They sort of are like paper dolls, and one hand touches the other doll, and they hold moisture in between the arms, and that creates a thickness and actually creates this beautiful, beautiful custard sauce. So if you just wanted to serve this as it was, add a little vanilla, you could actually serve this with cake or ice cream, and that would be known as a creme anglaise. We're getting there. I can feel the viscosity of this changing, all right? And if anything does coagulate, if any of the egg becomes, you know, firm and coagulates too much, the sieve will get it. The sieve, my sieve. There's a lot of insurance here to make sure that we have the creamiest and the most delectable ice cream. So we're not there yet, but we're almost there because I can see it. I can see it's thickening. Even you could probably see it's just getting a little thicker than it was, okay? And I'm not stopping. I'm actually whisking in all the edges. Whisk, whisk, whisk. And then when it starts getting a little bit coagulated enough that I think it's thickened a bit, I'm going to stick my spoon in. And you are going to see, and I think we're just about there, you are going to see it coat the back of my spoon. All right? And then we're ready to put it through the sieve and add our flavoring agents. Okay, so now let's put this down. And let's add my magic spoon. Okay, watch. Aha, look at that path, baby. That is done. Okay, so even without a thermometer, you're done. You're ready. So I'm going to take my beautiful custard. Actually, let me move this over. Let me move this over so you can see. I'm going to move my iciness over, and I'm going to put it through my sieve into a clean bowl, all right? And anything that coagulates will be caught in there. So it's going to be beautiful. Now, if we added vanilla into this right now, it would be known as a creme anglaise. We'd have to add a little cream, but this would be sort of a lighter creme anglaise without the heavy cream. But we are going to add heavy cream, and we're going to add some other flavoring ingredients, not to mention the pistachios, right? We haven't added those yet. Okay, so we're just going to get this blended in. I'm not going to push down, but I'm just going to get everything out. You can see I'm just going to move it around. You may see a little bit of coagulation every time eggs go over the heat. You may get a little, you know, like lump of an egg, but it's so tiny. Oh, I got very little. Look at that. A little bit. You can see it. You can see a little dots, right? Don't worry, and don't put the rubber spatula back in. Just put it back in here and forget about it, because you don't want that into your lovely custard. This is a new whisk, all right? It doesn't have any uncooked egg in it. And here I have 2 cups of my heavy cream, and I've added just a little bit of green food coloring because I like my pistachio green. I am going to whisk this in, and I'm also going to whisk in another ingredient. And this is 1 tablespoon of almond extract. I'm going to put that in first. Almond extract, to me, is like the perfect combination with pistachio. It just goes so well. I'm going to whisk that in. And remember, the cooking process is stopped. Okay, cooking process is stopped because the minute we put it over the icy water, it has stopped. And I will take this out of the ice water so you can see it, but it's green. Might be a little green. A little green. I might have been a little liberal with the green. All right. So I normally would leave this in here, but I just want to show you. It's beautiful. And I am going to leave it in here to cool down a bit. I'm not adding my pistachios yet. I have 3/4 cup of chopped, basically coarsely chopped pistachios. I like to see my pistachio. I like to crunch on my ice cream with pistachio. And these are salted. Yeah, these are salted. I like that salty, sweet thing. So I'm just going to whisk this until this cools down a bit. All right. And then I would take it out, and I'm going to get rid of my icy water. I'm going to dry the bottom of my bowl, and I'm not ready to process it yet. You need an ice cream maker, okay, in order to process this. So what I would do is I would take plastic wrap, cover it, and put this as it is in my refrigerator till it gets really chilled. Most ice cream makers tell you this. Make sure you use it with a chilled base. If you don't use it with a chilled base, your ice cream may get icy. You don't want that. You don't want little ice. Your tongue wants to just feel velvety ice cream. So it also does another thing. It also gets all the flavors blended together, all right? The eggs, the custardy flavor, the heavy cream, the proteins in the cream and the milk all get together, not to mention the almond flavoring. So everything sort of gets jiggy with itself. And then we cover it. When it's ice cold, you put it in your ice cream maker according to your manufacturer's direction. So it could be, some people have like a center portion they have to put into the freezer. Whatever you have to do what you have to do. And some ice cream makers, you just pour the base in and push on, all right? And sometimes you have to build a brine with ice cubes and salt. I used to do that back in the day, and that takes a little longer. Usually an ice cream maker can go anywhere from 30 minutes to about an hour. So it depends on what you got. You're going to process this, all right, when it's ice cold. And usually there's a part in the process of making the ice cream where they will sort of tell you if there's any add-ins, chips, whatever. These are add-ins. And then you would put it in during that part of the processing. Or if it doesn't, take it out just before it's completely processed, when it's a little softer, pour it into a clean bowl, sprinkle these on top, and with a rubber spatula, fold them in, and then you're going to store it in an airtight container, dated and labeled, and keep it in your freezer for at least 24 hours before you eat it. But it's so yum. So I'm going to put this in my refrigerator to chill down, and I will see you back. So my ice cream is beautiful, and my machine told me it was ready. Every ice cream machine has its own way to do it. I took out the dasher. Little lick. Oh, so good. And you can see it in there. It's gorgeous. There is a selection in a time when I am processing in my ice cream maker where it tells me if I have any mix-ins to add, chips or nuts. So I added my nuts then. I added 3/4 of a cup of coarsely chopped salted pistachios, like I said, I liked. If you don't want to salt them, don't. And I am just pushing that in there. This is almost like soft serve right now. And it does need to go in the freezer, or you could serve it just like this. I think I've done that a couple of times. And I just have a little rubber spatula that I'm helping to get this out. I'm going to pack it in a quart container. I may have even a little more. But I'm going to really pack it in there. I have dated and labeled the top. So this should make about 1.5 quarts, because I still have about 1/2 quart in there. But I'm going to pack this one up so you can see it. And this is ready to go right in the freezer. I don't want to touch it with and I have it labeled and dated. And it's going to go in my freezer for several hours, hopefully overnight minimum, so it gets nice and firm and all the flavors sort of blend together a little more, and everything gets perfect so that when you serve it, it has the perfect scoopability. It's awesome. I hope you try this, and I want you to look on Instagram for the big reveal to see what it looks like. And next week, I'm going to be making something really, really special using some of this pistachio ice cream. It's called a karpatka. And my ancestors were Polish. It's a beautiful Polish cake. And it sort of looks like a big cream puff, but we're going to fill it with ice cream. So I want you to become a subscriber. I hope you tune in, and I'll see you next time.